Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my Facebook group, I made a poll asking what you guys would want to see, and Evil Unicorn came up number 1. I decided instead to do a color changing unicorn because color changing came in second. If you want to join the group, the link is in the description box. So today I have my friend and hand model Jenny back, and this was her last set. All my clients get full color changes, so I remove 90% of the product and keep the extension. I have many videos already of this, so this is why I did it off camera. The next step is to prep and prime. I'm using Elite Power Base with a micro swab applicator on just the regrowth. You can find these applicators on Amazon. For this set, I'll be using my number 10 Ugly Duckling brush and applying a thin layer of clear acrylic before color. I do this to make it easier for when she comes back for a color change and to help with any lifting. On 2 fingers, I'm using GLAM and GLITS Made in Sweet. This application doesn't need to be perfect as both these nails would be covered. I just wanted a pink background for the holographic unicorn nail and the 3D unicorn. I always start by applying my acrylic at the cuticle and push it into place. Then I pull the rest of the color down to the free edge. I always prefer a one-ball method, but sometimes it's not possible and a bit more difficult with the clear layer I place down first. For the second ball, I place it at the free edge. I allow it to dry a little bit, then using the tip of my brush, I feather it towards the middle of the nail. For the other 3 nails, I marbled all the other colors I'm using in this set together. I started with Made in Sweet, then True Illusions, Beachbum, Rekindle That Spark, this one glows in the dark, and Surf. For the marble, I'm using my Ugly Duckling 3D art brush, as I find it easier swirling colors together with a tiny brush opposed to my number 10. I place a small wet bead on the nail, then I place 1 or 2 different colors directly on top, using the point of the brush to very gently pull the colors into each other. I continue to do so around the whole nail and try not to overlap the colors. They dry and then you can't pull them together anymore, so work fast. You also don't want to blend them too much or they become muddy and ruin the effect, so just a light pull using the point. Using my number 10 brush and clear acrylic, I'm encapsulating all of these nails. I accidentally got a glitter chunk in the clear here, so I'm using the tip of my brush to pull it out. The time I spent pulling out the glitter made my acrylic dry a bit, so now I have to apply another bit of acrylic to cover the dent I made. This is how they look before filing, which I did off camera as I have videos on that already, which will be in the description box. And here they are after. Using a medium carbide on a low to medium speed, I'm carving out lines to create a unicorn horn. I already have a video on this. If you guys want to see, I'll also add that into the description box. Using just a gentle pressure but not too light, or it'll skip your lines and it won't be even. I'll be adding holographic to this in a bit. Now for the best part, the 3D unicorn. So I googled unicorn head drawing and I found a picture online of a unicorn and basically used that for the shape I wanted, and I screenshotted it on my phone to use it for inspiration. Using True Illusions, I created the base of the unicorn, starting with the snout. I place a wet bead of acrylic and use the tip of my 3D brush to pull it into place. Make sure your acrylic is super wet, almost like a gel paint consistency, as you don't want it to dry while you're creating the shape. I create the skull and the neck using the same technique. Using the other end of my cuticle pusher, I create a space for an eye and the nostrils. Start with the ear that's the closest and create almost a leaf effect. You'll want this ear to have a fold in it, as that's the ear that's showing. Although this isn't really an evil unicorn, at this point I still wanted to give her a creepy glow-in-the-dark eye. So I'm using GLAM and GLITS infrared and creating an eye, filling in the nostrils, and giving her a red inner ear. I'm using a tiny amount of True Illusions to create an eyelid, and I'm pushing it into place with the very tip of my art brush. Now for the mane. I'm using 3 of the marbled colors for this. This was the easiest part of the unicorn, as you can't really mess this up. Just place colors and pull them into points. I'm just adding the colors in the pattern like the photo that I have for inspo. After I apply the mane how I want it, I went back over the colors and created a bit of a ribbon effect to give it more dimension. To do this, apply the color using the tip of the 3D brush, then pull using the belly of the brush from right and from the left. For the horn, I'm using 3D lace gel from Crystal Nails. I mixed some purple acrylic into it and swirled it in my fingers like Play-Doh, creating a horn, and placed it on the head and cut the extra off. This won't dry until you cure it, and that's why I went with it over acrylic. Next, I'm adding Kira Sky's gel top coat over the unicorn horn and giving that a 1-minute cure in my UV LED sun lamp. Then I'm using Beauty Big Bang holographic chrome glitter and a sponge and rubbing this into the shiny top coat to give this beautiful hollow glitter look. For her other hand, I decided to do a 3D floral nail, which I sped up, but I plan to do a 3D flower series eventually where I'll go into depth explaining how I create and achieve these flowers in better detail, so check back for that. And here's the finished result. I seriously love this set so much. I'm so happy and proud of myself for creating this 3D unicorn. I always get super nervous it won't turn out, and this time it's exactly how I wanted. The unicorn also changes from silver when cold and black when warm. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you, and let me know what else you'd like to see. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!